Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. For our video today, we will be telling you some real-life alien abduction stories that are truly eerie and frightening. Make sure to stay with us until the end because you do not want to miss out on any of these chilling events. Please make sure you are subscribed to our channel and click that bell icon so you never miss another weekly video update from us. Now then, let's get started. The story of Betty and Barney Hill on September 20, 1961, was the first true horror story of alien abduction. In contemporary history, this was the first notable extraterrestrial abduction event to be told. Their story enthralled a country that had never heard of anything like it before. In the years thereafter, numerous additional stories of alien and UFO abductions have surfaced, each with their own specifics of horrific extraterrestrial species. The Pascagoula event occurred in 1971, when two fishermen were purportedly kidnapped off a Mississippi riverbank and held imprisoned aboard an extraterrestrial spacecraft. Then there was the Travis Walton kidnapping in 1978, when a Texas man went missing for 5 days. While there is no confirmation that these eyewitness experiences are true, the following extraterrestrial stories are surely detailed enough to give you the creeps. In September 1961, Barney and Betty Hill took an impromptu journey to the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Barney wanted a vacation from his night work at the post office, and Betty was psychologically fatigued from managing state child welfare issues. The two found themselves at a Vermont cafe on the last night of their impromptu honeymoon, preparing to make the final rush home to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. They expected to arrive home at 2 a.m. if they were to depart by 10 p.m. While the two were driving, Betty observed a very brilliant light, probably a planet, in the sky. She was persuaded that it was actually a UFO when the heavenly object began shifting its route in an irregular manner. Barney, however, was not convinced. She said, "Barney, you're being utterly foolish if you believe that's a satellite or a star." As the item approached closer, Barney came to a halt and climbed out, rifle in hand, to investigate. As he neared the object, Barney noticed a pancake-like disc burning with dazzling white light, roughly the size of a jet, which he subsequently described. Returning to his automobile, he and Betty attempted to elude the vessel, but they were overwhelmed by extreme lethargy and fell unconscious almost immediately. Around daybreak, the couple pulled into their driveway, unable to recollect what had occurred. This was 2 hours' worth of memories that had seemed to have been erased from both of their minds. Betty was confident they had seen a UFO and reported the event to the Air Force, but her husband was still not convinced. Barney changed his mind when the pair visited with psychotherapist Dr. Benjamin Simon for a consultation in December 1963. The couple were diagnosed with crippling anxiety by Dr. Simon. Betty presented itself in the shape of repeated, terrible visions, as she put it. Dr. Simon then put them under hypnosis, which produced unsettling recollections, according to reports. Creatures with slanted eyes, according to Barney Hill, took the couple on board their UFO to conduct tests on their nude bodies. According to Barney, the aliens collected hair, skin, and nail cuttings before inserting a 6-inch-long needle into Betty's tummy. Betty informed Dr. Simon that she later inquired about their location with an entity they recognized to be the leader. "There would be no use in telling you where I am if you don't know where you are," it had joked to them. Betty allegedly created a sketch of a star chart of the sky from memory during another hypnosis session in 1964. Her drawing was a view of the sky from a planet circling the star Zeta Reticuli, one that is 40 light-years away from Earth. Astonishingly, her chart was constructed with great accuracy. Betty's near-perfect reproduction of the constellations encircling a star system really is one of the most fascinating features of any extraterrestrial story ever told. In the end, Barney and Betty Hill's story prompted the Air Force to start Project Blue Book, a covert investigation of domestic UFO sightings, and it also served as a blueprint for all subsequent UFO abduction accounts in the decades to come. Our next story is even more terrifying, so grab onto your pillow. On September 1, 1969, a number of persons in Berkshire County, Massachusetts, reported seeing a UFO independently, leaving officials baffled. This wasn't a one-off occurrence brought on by sleep deprivation that could be easily disregarded. It seems as though something strange had really happened here. Residents in the southern Berkshires noticed lights over Sheffield during the evening. According to many witnesses, the lights were attached to an unexplained disc-shaped device that was navigating in unusual ways. As they stared in startled wonder at the thing, some witnesses reported they lost track of time. During the time, Thomas Reed was 9 years old. While riding in an automobile with his mother, brother, and grandmother that night, the family observed a bunch of bright orbs jumping out of the trees. When they came across Sheffield Bridge, Reed claims that something amazing happened. The light spheres came to a halt off the right side of the road, and he recalled that everything became quite tranquil. It felt like being in the eye of a tornado, and it seemed as though the pressure had changed barometrically. Not only that, but it was as though there was no one there with them. Then, he says, there was an explosion of crickets and frogs, which became quite loud, and that was the end of it. The family was then abruptly ushered back into the automobile. However, they had mysteriously lost 2 hours of recollection for what had happened. Even stranger, Reed's mother and grandmother had sat in the wrong vehicle seats. Despite the lack of actual proof of the Berkshire's UFO experience, Reed has stuck to his story. He claimed the family gradually acquired memories of the incident, including the fact that they were in a hangar-like building with other individuals. "We came upon something," Reed explained. "It wasn't like anything I had ever seen before. The hangar we were in was enormous. It was the size of a football field. This corridor was circular, with a Y configuration that seemed to restrict traffic flow. One of the rooms featured a circular bowed-in wall." It's crucial to understand that Reed was only one of hundreds of witnesses who saw a UFO that night in the Sheffield region. Some were adults who reported the encounter to the local radio station, while others were students who began sketching UFOs during class. I'm sure there were 20 or 30 sketches created by kids in our 4th grade class based on what they observed, Reed added. Mysteries like this continue every day as many more interesting UFO and alien encounter stories come out. We want to know why these events are happening and if they really are true. Could there actually be aliens who are taking and using humans for their own weird experiments? Let us know your thoughts on these strange encounters in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, then like and share our video with all your friends. We will be back very soon with another brand new video. Until then, take care.